Hey guys, how you doing today? I was going to do some work on my roof, but it's currently snowing right now. So in order to get it clean and dry, that won't work. That's kind of the static that you hear. So instead, I thought I would give you guys, step around that, give you guys kind of an updated look at my bike. So I've added, and I'll have to see how this kind of functions. It might have to go up or down, I don't know yet. But this is a windshield extender, and this is how it looks when you look directly on it, not that big gap. So basically what this will do, and like I said, I'm sure the angle on it's wrong, is this is going to help deflect the air higher up out of the back passenger. Looks like, if you guys can see that, looks like I got to do some kind of touch-up paint on this guy. This is my headlight here, works good. And then I do have two backup lights here that I have now pointed in the right direction. Working on that slowly but surely. I've recently, why those guys are down on the ground, is I've recently replaced the spark plugs on it. Gotta get around this mirror again. And I added this big huge guy. Our sissy bar used to be this tall, and now it isn't. So don't know who that was, sorry guys. Anyway, our sissy bar, oh no, sorry, I lied. Used to be about this tall. And Monica was always complaining, because this is the pad that it used to be, that it didn't feel right. So we got a Harley Cruiser back that normally is for the driver. And then we added an in-between. And as you see, we now have the bike is a little over 5 foot tall. I mean, these guys are taller than me, and I'm 5'8". And we got, I thought these guys were kind of fun here. But I still also, come on over here guys, I still also have to work on these saddlebags, because this turn signal light here doesn't work anymore. So I've got to rewire it and find out why it doesn't work. This one over here works just fine. But I also think, I'm not sure, but I think I want to add a light here that points the direction we're going. So I'm going to look into doing that as well. Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't see, that's my brake light right there. So I've got that to work on. I mean, look at these guys. These things are pretty huge. Right now they're just full of Mountain Dew, because I did a 24-hour drive in this thing, and it was long. That's what I have this this makeshift pup holder here for. Is I took, and this is what normally goes on like a truck or a car with a windshield. And I just kind of zip tied some parts closed so that it would hold it a little more sturdy. So I mean, see, for example, that's in there pretty good, and you have to actually kind of pull it out to get it out. I also, with our trip to Sturgis that we did this last year, I got to fix my speakers here, but everything else seems to be working. I'm going to also, let me see if I can get you guys. There we go. Got you guys in my phone holder on my motorcycle. So I am also, if you guys saw that, let's turn you down. This right here. Sorry about that. This right here is like one of my favorite things that I've added to the bike. This is sheepskin. And this sheepskin here helps when it's like a hot day and you'd normally have like a bajillion. 1 second, sorry guys. Trying to I'm gonna have to fix that because it's not sticking very well. But when it's like really hot out or the sun's really shining really good, this seat, normally black, gets extremely hot. So it becomes a pain in the butt. So I took and just put a couple of Velcro straps, which I have to take off because like I said, I'm rewiring. So I put a couple of Velcro straps and such on this to just kind of hold it in place, and it just kind of rests right there. I mean, when we're driving, we're sitting on it, so it's not really going anywhere. But it also helps provide quite a bit of cushion, of extra cushion. It makes which I've got a Corbin seat, which is really nice, but it makes my seat that much more comfortable. It makes it so that it actually lasts the ride. And when you get off, you're not sitting there going, oh God, I don't want to ride that thing again. And I mean, it's a good sized one. Looks like I gotta take it out and beat it. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. But like I said, it's well used. So I mean, guys, I'm gonna pull you out again for a second. So this is my Corbin seat that I normally have in here. And I love the comfort of this seat over the others. It just provides that feeling a little bit better. So I recommend them, even though I'm not sponsored but would like to be. So let's see, I've got to take this seat off. So I'm loosening the nuts on it real quick. There we go, woohoo! Without dropping them. That way, because it's only one nut that holds this whole thing in place. Take this apart. Okay. As you see, guys, I've kind of done some extra work to it. The pin was loose, so I got a piece of wood and kind of trimmed it down so that it would fit. Gives it that extra thing to sit on a little bit higher too. And then as you see, I don't know how well the light is in here, but I've duct taped it a couple of times. Made it work because that's what you kind of have to do. So I'm also debating, guys. I quite a while ago did something kind of silly. And here, let me show you guys. So this right here is a 0 gauge wire. And it's not, I mean, all it is for looks. Basically, coming out of the back here into this, that's what it's for, is just that look. But I'm debating dropping it back down to like a 18 or a dual 18 or a 16 gauge wire. But I kind of like the look of it, so maybe I won't. What do you guys think? Anyway, so I've got a little bit of this work to do. Oh, by the way, now that I'm kind of wiggling you guys all over the place, these speakers right here, they light up and blink everywhere. And I've got this all nice set in there. These are Marine speakers, and I bought the covers on them. They don't come with the covers, but I bought the covers on them because the last pair of speakers that were on here, they got a lot of water hitting them at 75 miles per hour. They got rocks thrown at them. They had a lot of stuff that hit them pretty hard. So they took a lot of damage. So when I upgraded them, I wanted to make sure that I was upgrading them to be safe. Then, also this year, I don't know if I'm going to do it this year or next, I got this little tiny amp right here. I mean, you know, it's a little 500 watt amp. And it's done pretty good, except for this little stereo switch, which is why that tape is there. The little stereo switch has broken off the board. So it's made it so sometimes you have to kind of mess with it for the speakers to actually come on. Little things like that I got to slowly fix her back up, and she'll be ready to go on the road again by next spring, probably. As you know, as the snow melts and as it starts getting warmer, we'll clean her all up and hopefully have her done by then. That'll be awesome. That'll be slick. She right now is plugged in. This right here goes outside to 2 solar panels that basically are working on keeping this thing, the battery, fully maintained and fully charged. And I recommend solar panels for stuff like this, for bikes like this. You put a solar charge controller on there, and it's a leave it and forget it. I mean, the only thing I do basically is I come out every once in a while and I wipe the snow off. Nothing else really more than that. So it makes it really nice. So guys, I mean, we've got a lot of adventures, a lot of things to get going, a lot of things to work on, and a lot of things to try out to see if I've got it right, if I've got it figured out before we go on a long trip. So when I finish getting this all rewired, all refixed up, we'll have to take you guys on a couple of rides, see what's going on, and see if everything works the way it's supposed to on the bike. I've got a few things that I got to work on and fix, but overall, she's been a great bike. I got her when she had less than 10,000 miles on her, and she's now got over 83,000 miles on her, and she's been very, very, very reliable. Yeah, I wish I had more time, more opportunity to ride her more, and that's kind of the plan. What we're going to work on is trying to build it up so that I can ride her a lot more. And then I've also, which I'll show you guys in another video, or you can look at my Sturgis trip video, I've got that solar panel trailer that I'm going to kind of change, kind of fix up, and then see about making that a little bit lighter, a little bit better, a little more sturdy, and be able to hold just that little bit more power, because I'm going to have to figure out how much that's got to be, because when we go as a group, we've got at minimum 2 CPAPs and an oxygen machine. So that's a lot of power being pulled. So we kind of want to see where that's going to put us, how that's going to put us. And I'll come up with a video for you guys on when I make that. And I'll probably use my other camera, or we'll see how. But that'll be kind of a spring project as the snow starts melting. I mean, you guys see the line of snow right there? That's how deep the snow is right now. So, getting the bike out, working with the bike, doing things like that, that's not going to work very well. Oh, and then behind me, we have, this is a GL 500 Silverwing. It's a 1982 Silverwing, and we're going to try and rebuild this thing into a trike. I did that with my parents' Goldwing. They had a 1986, 85 or 86 Goldwing that we turned into a trike. And so I kind of like to do that with this and give that to Monica, or Monica's projects. And then behind it, you can kind of see the handlebars right there. Behind it, we've got an electric scooter. And the electric scooter there has, right now, it's supposedly a 4-hour battery with a 2-hour charge time. I'd like to try to double that. And then I've also got to rewire it because the bike itself doesn't work very well. So I'm going to take that apart and fix that this summer too. So I mean, as you guys see, we've got a lot of projects. We've got a lot of things coming up. A lot of things that are going to be exciting, going to be fun. And my goal is to do as many of these videos, or try to do at least once a week, if not more, here on Papa Ben's Vlogs, so you guys can see some of these projects and see some of these things going on, because that's where I'm going to do more of this type of stuff, is my adventures, is here on these, to show you guys. I mean, this right here, why I keep on stepping around it, all these things are Monica's projects try-on clothes that she hasn't gotten to yet. Anyway, yeah, I used to have anti-shake mirrors. Wow. Anti-shake mirrors on here. And I loved those. But they wore out eventually, of course. And so I've got to try and I want to find some skeleton hand anti-shake mirrors that really come up and out. And then, of course, eventually, my foot peg down here, or my kickstand for the bike, I want to take and replace that as well. That one's going to be kind of a project. But I've seen this beautiful skeleton foot that sticks out that makes a great one. Anyway, guys, that's kind of an update on my motorcycle, kind of an update on some of the things that I've done. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'm going to try and get a few more of these videos out there for you guys. You all have a wonderful and blessed day, and ride safe.